Here is Trump being asked about E. Jean Carroll and saying, like, you think that's making me less popular? Wrong.
Usually you leave office, you say, I'm sorry, but I'm going to back home. I'm back home to my family and everything. I'm going to be resigned. My poll numbers went up, and they went up with the other fake charge, too. Because what's happening is they're doing this for election interference. This woman, I don't know her. I never met her. I have no idea who she is.
Okay, and then he goes even further. He starts going through like serious details that were not allowed in court. He talks about the fact that E. Jean Carroll is a kooky lady. Because guess what? She's a super kooky lady. She was a sex advice columnist back in the 1990s. And then, as we played yesterday on the show, she literally went on CNN after the allegations about Trump and she said, I think most people find rape sexy. What in the actual? So here was Donald Trump going after her. And I'm sorry, but it's funny. Okay? Her allegation, it's not my fault that E. Jean Carroll is a weirdo. That is not my fault. It's not. And the fact that she decided to, I mean, like, I challenge you to watch this clip of Donald Trump and not laugh. I know everybody's tut-tutting him. Oh my gosh, he's not taking her allegations seriously. First of all, if you were falsely accused of rape, you might also not take the allegations particularly seriously. Here's Donald Trump, and the audience is laughing. The audience isn't laughing because they think rape is okay. They're laughing because they think that her allegations are silly.
I had a picture taken years ago with her and her husband, nice guy, John Johnson. He was a newscaster, a very nice man. She called him an ape. Happens to be African-American. Called him an ape. The judge wouldn't allow us to put that in. Her dog or her cat was named Vagina. The judge wouldn't allow to put that in.
I got nothing, man. What do you want? What do you want? So the media are like, you laughed? How would you laugh? What do you mean, how would I laugh? He's like, hey, she named her cat Vagina. Hey, what? That's funny. What do you want? Okay, and then again, and then he's being tutted over that. This is not a strategy to get Donald Trump. This is a strategy to prop up Donald Trump if you are CNN. Oh man! And then he's asked about the Access Hollywood tape, and again, he just goes right at Kaitlan Collins.
You defended the comments that you made on that Access Hollywood tape about being able to grab women how you want. Do you stand by those comments?
I said, if you're famous,
the audience already is like,
whatever I said, but I said, if you're a star, you are, and I said, women let you. I didn't say you grab. I said women let. You know, you didn't use that word, but if you look, women let you. Now, they said, will you take that back? I said, look, for 1,000,000 years, this is the way it's been. I want to be honest. This is the way it's been. I can take it back if you'd like to, but if you're a famous person, if you're a star, and I'm not referring to myself, I'm saying people that are famous, people that are
you
stars,
were asked in the deposition,
people that are rich,
to be a star,
people that are powerful, they tend to do pretty well in a lot of different ways, okay?
1,000,000 years, ever since we emerged, the amoebas, they call them amoebas, they emerged from the primordial ooze. The famous amoebas have been able to grasp by the non-famous amoebas. That's what they've been able to do. I can lie if you want me to. I can lie. But I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. What do you want? What do you want? These are ridiculous questions. And Trump is treating them with the ridiculousness they deserve. And also, like, this is I'm not going to speak BS. I'm going to tell you the truth, Donald Trump. And people are like, okay, all right, particularly Republican voters. Now, as we'll talk about in a second, I keep saying it, but it's true. Republican voters, I want you to think with your brains instead of thinking with your balls for a second. Okay, like, I understand the appeal. I get it. It's super funny. And it's fun to watch Donald Trump knock people about. It's fun to watch the kayfabe. It's fun to watch Donald Trump playing roller derby with people. It's great. But I have to ask you a question. Do you think independents are watching this and going, that guy, he should be president? That's really the question. You know, it's hard to sort of relax these days. It's hard to calm down. One way that I relax and that I calm down is I get in touch with God, right? It's something that I have to do multiple times a day. According to Jewish law, I pray 3 times a day. But if you don't have prayer as a regular part of your day or missing out, Hallow can help make it happen for you. Hallow is an incredible app that offers a unique approach to prayer and meditation. Unlike other meditation apps, Hallow is tailored specifically for people of faith to deepen their relationship with God. The Hallow app is filled with studies, meditations, and reflections that are rooted in Judeo-Christian prayer practices. A lot of Christians in the office here, and they use Hallow every day. You can pray alongside Mark Wahlberg,
Jonathan Rumi, who portrays Jesus in The Chosen, even some world-class athletes. You can access the #1 Christian podcast, The Bible in a Year, with Father Mike Schmitz on Hallow. Hallow helps you maintain a daily prayer routine with features like progress tracking and streaks. You can stay motivated and make prayer a regular part of your daily routine. Set prayer reminders, invite others to pray with you, and track your progress along the way. If you are looking to deepen your relationship with God and improve your mental and emotional well-being, Hallow can help you out. Try it for 3 months free at hallow.com/Shapiro. That's hallow.com/Shapiro. Again, hallow.com/Shapiro. Right now, we have seen a decline in the labor force participation rate. It hasn't actually recovered after the lockdown imposed mass unemployment spate. What that means is it's very difficult to find the best employees. Hiring is really hard. You have to post your job on a bunch of different websites and then see what comes back at you. ZipRecruiter can fix that for you. ZipRecruiter is the best place to find the right position, or if you're an employer, the right person to join your team. ZipRecruiter helps you find the most qualified people for your roles fast. Right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/dailywire. ZipRecruiter's matching technology helps you find the most qualified candidates for a wide variety of roles. If you see a candidate you like, you can easily send them a personal invite so they're more likely to apply. Their user-friendly dashboard makes it easy to filter, review, and rate your candidates all from one place. And we're looking for a YouTube video editor in Florida right now, and that's why we're using ZipRecruiter. See why the majority of employers count on ZipRecruiter. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within day 1. Use my exclusive web address. Try ZipRecruiter for free. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/dailywire. That's ZipRecruiter.com/DAILYWIRE. ZipRecruiter is indeed the smartest way to hire. This is why I say CNN had a goal. Raise the ratings, make Kaitlan Collins a hero because she asked Trump difficult questions, and 3, make sure that Trump is the nominee because it raises the ratings and makes Kaitlan Collins a hero. So they actually achieved it. For all of the consternation that the left is feeling today, Chris Licht has to be pretty happy. He got the numbers, didn't he? And he's going to get more numbers if Donald Trump is the nominee. And Donald Trump will keep coming on CNN because this is a great moment for Donald Trump on CNN. Okay, finally, about 45 minutes or 50 minutes into this thing, finally, Kaitlan Collins maybe I should ask you about, things that actually matter. So she asks him, for example, about the debt ceiling standoff. And Trump gives a fairly decent answer on this.
What do you think about the United States' current debt situation, and how can we move forward?
Such an important question. So we're at $33 trillion, a number that nobody ever thought possible. When we have a debt limit, and they use that very seriously to me. They came in, Schumer came in with Nancy Pelosi, and they were using it. We'll violate it, we'll do whatever. They talked a whole lot different than they do right now. I say to the Republicans out there, congressmen, senators, if they don't give you massive cuts, you're going to have to do a default. And I don't believe they're going to do a default because I think the Democrats will absolutely cave.
Okay, so again, not a bad answer there. And when he talks about the fact that Democrats just keep spending and spending and spending, I think most Americans actually resonate to that. Then he was asked about guns, and he, again, said the correct thing. He said it's a mental health problem that we're talking about here, not really a guns problem. Here was Trump on the Second Amendment.
With gun violence and mass shootings in the news cycle recently, I'm worried that state governments and the federal government are going to act to repress gun rights. Under your administration, you instructed the Department of Justice and the ATF to ban bump stocks. If elected president again, how would you act not only to defend our Second Amendment rights, but to restore rights that have been taken from us, such as, by example, recently the ATF's ruling on the pistol stabilizing braces?
Yeah, as you know, the bump stocks are actually a very unimportant thing. And NRA, I went with them, and they said it doesn't mean anything. They're actually, all they do is teach you how to shoot very inaccurately. So we did that. There's been nobody that's protected the Second Amendment, as you know, like I have. I protected it through thick and thin, not easy to do. But we have a very big mental health problem in this country. And again, it's not the gun that pulls the trigger, it's the person that pulls the trigger. And we have to protect our Second Amendment.
Again, that's a very good answer. Okay, then Trump was asked about his position on a federal law regarding abortion, and Trump sort of took a middle line. He sort of futzed the issue, but, again, not a bad answer.
I consider the other side to be radical because the other side, under Roe v. Wade and other things, the other side, they're radical because they will. Remember the debate with Hillary Clinton? I said, rip the baby out of the womb at the end of the 9th month. They will kill the baby in the 9th month. If you look at that crazy governor of Virginia from the former governor, where he said, no, the baby will be born, and then we'll decide essentially whether or not to execute the baby.
But, Mr. President, can we talk about what you would do if
these are the radical people. It's not the pro-life people that are radical.
But if you are reelected and you're back in the Oval Office and you get legislation to your desk, would you sign a federal abortion ban into law?
What I'll do is negotiate so that people are happy. They could kill the baby in the 9th month or after the baby was born. Now they won't be able
But
to
I
do
think
that.
this is a really important question for you to answer, because this is something every Republican, including those who are running against you for the nomination, are being asked about, is would you sign a federal abortion ban into law?
And many of them are going to give you the same answer as I am. First of all, I am honored to have done what I did. And a lot of people said in 150 years, he's now the most consequential president because he saved so many lives. And I'm honored to have done it.
Okay, again, this is a very good answer on abortion. It's actually, I thought that just in policy terms, that was Trump's best answer of the night, right? And so the combination of Trump knocking people through walls and actually giving some solid answers on, for example, the Second Amendment and abortion, that was good. His answer, he was asked about Ukraine as well, and he played the game where he said, I'll end the war in Ukraine tomorrow. I'm not sure how he would do that, but again, that's what many people want to hear. The question, however, is going to be, on these issues, right? If Trump ran on these issues, I've said this before, if Trump ran on the platform, things were better when I was president, and here's how I will handle the current slate of issues, then he has an actual shot of beating Joe Biden in an election. If the campaign is on the first hour of the Kaitlan Collins content, he wins the primary and he has a real problem in the general. Alrighty, guys, the rest of the show continues right now. You're not going to want to miss it. We'll get into a case made by New York Times columnist that Cleopatra was black, even though she clearly was not black. Plus, we'll get into the mailbag. If you're not a member, become a member. Use code Shapiro at checkout for 2 months free on all annual plans. Click that link in the description and join us.